Hey y'all. Hey Aries. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with your general tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2021. Buckle up, baby, buckle up. I just heard Robin's bumpy ride. It is buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride, and not like in a negative way. It's just like that kind of roller coaster upward where you're just like, oh, okay, all right, buckle up. Because things are in motion, things are really happening. So many direct planets that we have: Pluto direct, Saturn direct, Jupiter direct. What's about to. Um, Mercury, just recently was direct. Um, the nodes are getting ready to shift. Things are happening. Patreon gets everything first, so check out patreon.com/justjeverything. Check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. They're actually rolling out a lot faster than I expected. Yay me. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. I'm trying to think how to, and that could be a thing. Like, how are you presenting yourself? How are you displaying yourself? That full moon that we just had in Aries is this ignition, this fire. It is the brand new ushering in of a new lunar cycle, and therefore a new emotional cycle. New moon, who dis? new mood, new me, who's this? And it was a full moon. Anyway, Mars rips out of detriment in Libra and races into rulership in Scorpio, and you may become a little too much. That could absolutely be a thing. Just being like too on. I love to get on. I love to get too on. Like you might put too on. Too much. Too hype for your own good, too fine for your own good. Use the balancing lessons that Libra season taught you, though, babe. Just saw 27, which is my lucky number, and the number that this full moon in Aries was at. It was at 27 degrees. So there is a particular kind of synchronicity that you need to start paying attention to. I feel like synchronicities really start to pop off. And you're going to need to remember, really cling to the balance and the slowed pace that you learned in Libra season, because Scorpio season, when Mars goes into rulership in Scorpio, it's going to create this whole new foundation, bringing in all these new friends. It's going to be feeling, it goes from being a detriment, so feeling held back, to at its best, at home. I got this. So your ego may be too much, your energy just may be really hype, you just may really be feeling that progress forward. And so on October 30th, Mars is going into Scorpio, and you will be ruled by your desires. So you've got to chill out. You've got to get a grip on some self-control. I'm telling you, get a grip on self-control and balance, because it's very kid in a candy store vibes, where it's just, and then you don't, it's like that kid that's crazy in the candy store has a parent that lets them go crazy in the candy store. So you just wilding out, and there's no one to tell. Can't nobody tell you shit. Who gonna check me, boo? And that is not necessarily the energy to take into this, but I'm telling you, that's the vibe. Who gonna check me? I'll wait. On November 10th, Mercury and Mars will be conjuncting in Scorpio, and your words and your actions could make and break your situation. So you've got to be really, really careful about your words, and be wise enough to slow down before you act. Think before you speak. Others may not be able to handle your fiery energy. That does not mean you dim your shine or you dim your light for any fucking body. Don't you do it. Other people may not also be able to keep up. That doesn't mean you slow down. That doesn't mean that you alter your pace in any way. You keep doing you because you have somewhere that you have been divinely assigned to be. And you got to cross that finish line when you cross it, not when Bay gets ready to hold your hand through it, or when, making sure that you've taken care of and you've played hero for everybody. We're not, no, no, no. That conjunction, that Mercury-Mars conjunction, is going to bring in heightened intellectualism, good conversations, good, like, and it's funny because Aries are actually the closet intellectuals of the zodiac, just like I think Capricorns are the closeted intuitives of the zodiac. Aries crave that they crave that discovery, that newness. So having really intense conversations is something that's gonna definitely be getting you caught up. I feel like there's also new progressions in technology that are going to be, that you'll be discovering or that are going to be helping you in some way. I do feel like there'll be positive interactions with people with Gemini and Virgo placements. They will be helpful to you. They can help you in some way. So cling to those not cling, but I'm saying cling to like the knowledge or the advice or the insight that comes in. I only take advice from people with Virgo moons. Only. And that's for me. It's going to be different for you. But that's because I have a Cancer moon. And my Cancer moon is so extremely intuitive and so nurturing and giving that I need that structure. So that emotional structure. So that's why I crave the advice from Virgo moons. But anyway, that's a side note. Mars on that same day, on the 10th of November, Mars in Scorpio is going to be squaring Saturn in Aquarius. And there's something about effortless integrity. It's like when you don't have to hold on to all these lies or keep up all these stories, you effortlessly live a life that's filled with integrity. It's just easy for you to just do the right fucking thing, and that's just normal. So there could be, and that's good because there's going to be a lot of karmic tests that are coming in, especially with the Mars Saturn square. There's going to be a lot of karmic tests, tension within yourself possibly, tension with people with Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, or Aquarius placement. So just be aware of that. Doesn't mean that you need to like pop off or like end anything necessarily. There's just going to be tension and challenges that you have the opportunity to rise above. On November 17th, Mars in Scorpio is going to be opposing Uranus retrograde in Taurus. And there's this motivation to figure out where you lie between the lines of obsession and devotion. There's something there. Obsession versus devotion. Organic movements versus force. What happens when you just let things happen versus when you push? Possible outbursts with this opposition. It's important that you rely on your trusted friends for advice. It's funny that I wrote that, but I went off on that Virgo moon tangent. So if I watch this video later, if there's something that pops off and I need advice, go talk to your Virgo moon people. I feel like, especially if you have a water or an air moon and you're watching this, but you have an Aries sun, or you know what I mean, however it works for you, those people with those earth moons will really help, I feel like. On November 19th, there is the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, and any kind of kinks left in your instincts are going to be revealed, excuse me. Your international, there may be international travel or something happening internationally, but your internal GPS system gets up to date. It gets an update. So I feel like it's also really important, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you to let yourself sleep around this full moon. In Scorpio season in general, I feel like there is a lot that we receive from the divine by way of sleep and when we're in subconscious states. So let yourself sleep, because this full moon, I feel like, is also going to be bringing in a lot of maybe like childishness or childish activities, possessiveness, mind games. Like, this is mine, that's mine, or like you feeling that kind of way. It's going to be revealed, and people with those kind of behaviors you're going to start to see, you're going to start to see it. And it's interesting because you're going to have to really tune in with your star player for this whole season, and really start checking yourself. And it's funny, as the baby of the zodiac, you may have to do a lot of self-parenting, and Scorpio is the dark mother. And so there's going to be a lot of lessons that we kind of learn like underhandedly, or like learn like backwards kind of lessons, or like retroactive lessons. And with Mars being in rulership in Scorpio on October 30th, you're going to feel like a ruler. You're going to start behaving or like operating and being motivated by that I got this type shit. But are you being a tyrant? Or are you being a brat? That could be a thing as well. Needing to really like lean into that energy. And that's what I mean by like checking in with yourself. So light it if you got it. Hydrate. In Scorpio season, it's going to be so important for us to hydrate. Let me go ahead. Empty your lungs. Take a deep breath. Because we are asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2021. And I just heard sitting in the stillness. You're going to need to really get comfortable sitting in the stillness, in the quiet, because you are in motion. In Scorpio season, you are going to be motivated by your desires, and you're going to start seeing those desires. There's some shadow entwined with those desires. And it's important that you get busy mounting your shadow, not letting it wear you, not letting this like cloak happen. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm telling you, Mars goes into Scorpio, and then all of a sudden there's this like fuck I can't type of energy, and you need to know slow and steady wins the race. It's time to be really methodical. And it's important also for you to tend to all the hard work and details. I feel like also you have been tending to the hard work and details. Those of you who've been working your ass off and really like trying to make something create, I feel like you get to slow down. You get to slow down. You still get the work. Money may not be as just like crazy, but I do feel like you have what you need. But the divine is really highlighting you coming in contact with your shadow and doing your shadow work. Understanding that the things that you consider flaws are actually just untapped power resources within you. And there's some money there for you. There's some consistency, some stability to be found. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements putting in work or coming into your life or moving towards you, or you're moving towards them. But either way, there is this understanding of like who's in the driver's seat. And I feel like you guys are comfortable within yourself now to really start doing the work to explore this shadow, to start exploring those aspects of yourself, the parts of yourself that you don't show people, or that you may be embarrassed to show people, that softness, that stillness, because like Aries, we are the babies, but like a lot of time we want to be baby, but you show up and give daddy energy all the time. And so there is this working on what is exactly so bad about this side of yourself. Give that side of yourself some love. I feel like you guys have tended to your responsibilities, and you have what you need in order to really dive deep and move forward. It's funny that this black and white is coming up, that duality, the dark mother, the duality is coming in. In Scorpio season, we're getting out of our comfort zone and going towards getting comfortable with expressing and sharing our emotions. It's funny because there's stuff coming in, and I feel like some of you are going to like pull back, say less, observe. If something feels off, pull back. Just really like pay attention. You don't need to be all up in the emotional thick of it. There are deep lessons found in this in-between. There is power in this in-between. Not choosing a side. Moderation. like pulling not retreat, but it's just like, that's not my business. Let me not. There may be some of you, I feel like, are moving towards a Cancer, or you're moving towards someone with cancers, with a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. Maybe moving towards someone that's very spiritual, or you're craving spirituality. I feel like your intuition is definitely going to heighten in Scorpio season, and you need to really be aware of like what voice is what. When the divine tells you to go left, do you go left? Do you know the voice to listen to? Or are you still confused about what your doubt sounds like, what your mother's advice, or your that bougie ass aunt said? You know what I mean? Are you are you aware of who is in the driver's seat? The High Priestess says that it's time to feel about it, not think about it. So there could be a lot of, that's what this is coming in as, Aries, is that I feel like you have set yourself up in such a way that this Scorpio season, you don't have to put all this energy into work, into maintaining, or to making ends meet. You get to put money into, you get to put your energy and your time, and maybe some money, into your spirituality, into becoming this very spiritual and connected being that you want to be. There is this fucking loud bitch. I just can't. I'm just gonna wait until she's done. I'll be right back. Okay, thanks for your patience. You see what I mean, though? That extra easily agitated. Kind of like, I'm at the shop that I read at right now, and it's just like, I don't own this shit. I don't run this. I can't make the customers leave. You know? Get your shit together. Because, ooh, as I cut there you are. Get your shit together. And when I say get your shit together, it's just like, get your attitude together. That could be a thing. You just may be really, really like extra aggressive, or being overly assertive in situations. So let's get back into it. Aries, sun, moon, and rising for Scorpio season 2021. The Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I'm telling you, we're getting in that, and we're getting out of that comfort zone. 2 twos in the center of the reading, the High Priestess and then the Two of Wands. I feel like some of you, I just heard deep calls to deep, rolling in the deep. Some of you are going to be definitely making a choice to take the road less traveled and dive into your spirituality in a way that you haven't ever before. Maybe even diving into a relationship with someone that's spiritual, or someone that has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or someone that's very spiritual, intuitive, really like deep, that is coming in, like really intense, someone that's intense, someone that can go there with you, take it there with you. And I feel like you are absolutely moving towards this person, moving towards investing time into this person, or this aspect of yourself. Let's say phone dry as fuck, ain't nobody on deck at all. Then you are interested in putting in your time, your energy, your money into, and your choices, your passion, into diving deeper, into becoming this version of yourself that is so aware, that doesn't have to like second guess themselves. This is you. Aries is known for their instinct, that spontaneity, and that instinct doesn't get questioned whenever you are touching base with the divine on a regular basis. When you're touching base, and whenever you stay connected, it's like you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. Ooh, you don't have to get ready for what the divine has for you if you stay ready. So are you ready, Aries? Because there is this leveling up, and this leveling up is going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. Some of you may be moving. Some of you may be thinking about traveling. Some of you may be thinking about moving to a new place or a new town or a new city. You may be traveling for opportunities. I feel like also there may be some sort of trip that you go on that breaks a cycle. It's like you, or helps you reveal a new cycle to yourself. Some of you, if there's some sort of spiritual event or spiritual leader or spiritual festival or transformational festival or something of that nature that comes up and you have the opportunity to go to, do it. It is absolutely good for you. And I feel like you are in a position where you're turning your back on the tried and true, the comfortable. You're turning your back on the comfortability. You're ready to take it up a notch. And the divine is going to meet you halfway. You're being divinely set up to really move forward. So final card, final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Final card, final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2021. Breathe, y'all. Because I can feel you're already like, are you sure? What do you mean getting out of my comfort zone? What do you mean? Emotionally, you're going to get out of your comfort zone. Some of you are getting out of like your physical environment too. Some of you are moving, or there may be somebody moving in or something of that nature. And the ways that you're getting out of your comfort zone is you're reconnecting with your physical body, with your self-worth, and radical change. And it's coming by way of radical changes of the mind. Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Knight of Swords, the Tower, and the Magician on the bottom of the deck. Because some of you are feeling stuck, or some of you are stuck in a rut mentally, or stuck thinking a certain way, or stuck believing a certain way, stuck in your faith, or maybe not walking the talk in some way. I feel like what's coming up is there's just deep realizations in the realm of like shame or perspective. Some of you are just like understanding like this depth, this richness, this fullness of something. There may be somebody with Pisces placements that is moving or is helping you in a certain way, or you're understanding something about them, something new about them. Either way, I feel like you're not stuck. You have been in an uncomfortable situation so that you could figure out how to get yourself out, so you can be proud of yourself once you get yourself out, and so that you can feel comfortable like, hey, nothing is forever. I'm connected to the eternal. I have access to infinite resources. I can move and do whatever I want to. And I'm going to be taken care of no matter what. I feel like you guys are figuring out that you're going to be taken care of. And you come out on top. Either way, you come out on top. Happy, easy, making it look fun, making it look easy. But you got to be willing to make order of the chaos. Because some of you, I feel like some of you have already gotten yourself unstuck. Or you've gotten yourself out of the uncomfortable or the toxic situation. And now it's just like, all right, what do I do now? And so there's this like understanding that you have everything that you need. You are everything that you need. And once you settle into that, get comfortable with the fact that and I feel like a lot of you are already there. It's just about a matter of your words and how you start to communicate. Because I feel like some of you are still saying, oh, like I'm too broke to do that, or I'm too scared. Like your words are really going to start to shape your reality. And you're going to start to see that you can manifest way more easily in Scorpio season than normal Aries. And so you've got to be careful about your words, because these radical shifts of your mind and your thoughts are going to mean that there are going to be radical shifts in your words. And some of you, what you have to say is going to break apart someone's pretty little wishful thinking. Or maybe somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Scorpio or Aries placements comes in and they break through your illusion. Either way, what you have to worry about this season is minding your fucking business, observing, say less, do more. because what you have, I feel like your words, especially that Mars Mercury conjunction in Scorpio, there's this like, aha, oh shit, I get it. Like, let me go on ahead. You know what I mean? There's just this fire that's lit up under your tongue. And so you could really get yourself out of some toxic situations and start a brand new cycle and turn yourself from the victim to the victor, or you could really hurt some people's feelings. So and be seen as like a certain way that you aren't necessarily, or people could really be seeing that shadow side of yourself. We're going to dive deeper into it when in the Patreon plunge. But as of right now, what this is looking like is it's time to just get ready. It's get ready to like roll in the deep, to dive in the deep. For some of you, I might just want to look at everything. I really like the water sign. If you're dealing with a Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer or someone that is very spiritual, I feel like they are going to inspire you in a very profound way and motivate you. It may even like someone that you can see more of the world with. Allow yourself to be more spontaneous, especially during winter and the colder seasons. Let yourself stay active. You can't just like, because that seasonal depression could like absolutely creep up on you. So let yourself stay active and get out there. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that is really changing the game for you somehow. You may be really changing the game for yourself, really understanding how divinely supported you are, how much power you have, being done ending that cycle. That full moon in Pisces that we had was the end of an old, outdated emotional cycle. And what's coming in is this brand new one. And this brand one where you feel really like stable and consistent. That full moon in Taurus, that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, I'm telling you, is going to bring in a lot of shedding. It's going to really highlight what has been fucking with your instincts, or what has been like keeping you hesitant, or what it's going to like shake out or like shake up any fear, or bring out the fears that you have so that you can address them and so that you can stop being a groupie and keep it moving. You already know. There are old cycles that have got to stop. And those old cycles stop once you start going towards your dream and start going towards that draw with that moon that pulling you. Because you will be divinely supported. Some of you, I also feel like themes of the mother are coming up. Some of you may be seeing your mother in Scorpio season or seeing a maternal figure. And it's important, I feel like, to travel, to stay active, Aries. The Eight of Cups also, I feel like this Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio friend or influence that's happening in your life is going to help you with your money. So there may be somebody that is business savvy that's coming in. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that absolutely levels up. Someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements is trying to put in the work, and you need to acknowledge that. Acknowledge if you're either done with it or you're ready to like be done with the past and move forward. It's gonna come up. Either you're done, either throw the whole thing away or throw the whole mindset, all the past, all the fear, throw it all away. Because either way, this person is putting in work. And I do feel like you yourself, if you're having some sort of, if there's some sort of business or something that you're growing or that you're establishing now, don't worry, you will be taken care of financially and health-wise. You level up. Create some sort of like routine for yourself. You need to be working out or being active in some way. Physical activity, your diet, your routine, who you hang out with, the media that you consume, all of that shit really, really matters. And it's interesting how this is capped. We're going to look at it in the plunge, but it starts with the yellow card, ends with one, with all this blue in between. So you go into Scorpio season hella lit, hella motivated, and put into a position where you are, it feels very fearlessly going into the divine, going into the unknown within you, ready to attack that duality, ready to like wade in those emotional waters and really get to know who you are, your ancestors, your spirit guides. And you're going to be divinely motivated to make better choices, to do different things. Aries, because you're making different choices, there's going to be these huge different results. I feel like some of you really get traveling or get moving or just are really on the go. Even the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck is the only knight that's actually engaged in battle. And so some of you, I feel like, are actively fighting for this progress. You've been going, and you get there, baby. You get there. You just got to make sure that your spirit and your heart and your capacity for love like arrives there with you. It's like you can't just grow the bag, because the bag increases. You increase the bag. But your heart, your ability to love, your ability to connect, to show yourself, to be vulnerable, all of it. Do it. You're worth it. You're beautiful. And other people really start to notice it as well. And not only that, but you have something of value to give. So keep going. I love you. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.